4 on Channel 4.
You're watching Channel 4, WTVJ, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Now, Michael Putney, Jerry Helfman, Bill Van Dusen's weather, and Ned Smith with sports. This is News 4.
Good evening. If you've got the lottery itch.
Just 25 hours remain before you can scratch it. Lottery tickets go on sale at 1 minute past midnight Monday. And while you can buy lottery tickets at more than 5,000 locations in South Florida, the greatest single concentration is on Miami's Calle Ocho. This little Havana restaurant hopes bettors will take out tickets along with short orders, even if the odds are long on winning. Florida is joining 24 other states with lotteries, all of them aimed at raising money without raising taxes. But CBS correspondent Victoria Corderi says some of those states have discovered lotteries don't always deliver on their promises.
So you scratch?
The hype is heavy for Florida's new lottery.
A ticket to the Florida lottery for my friends here.
On Tuesday, Florida joined some 24 states that have lotteries. Analysts expect more to follow, especially as states find themselves with diminishing federal funds and a voting public allergic to more taxes.
Lotteries are popular because, number one, the states need additional revenues, and this is a painless way to raise revenue. And number two is the public wants them.
Lotteries are often sold to the public as good for everyone. In Florida, for instance, voters were told part of the lottery profits would go toward education. The money, it turns out, is only enough to fund 7 days of school.
It's just a drop in the bucket, but it's a big drop in the bucket, and it's dollars that education wouldn't have otherwise.
Hello, California.
Maybe so, but in California, educators ended up losing money by tying their fortunes to the lottery. First, the state cut its school funding. Then lottery revenues dropped.
You never know what situations are going to occur. It's not a very stable source of funding.
Nevertheless, lotteries remain popular. Americans spent $15 billion on lottery tickets in 1986. Already, people are forming lottery clubs, hoping to hedge their bets by pooling their money.
Oh, I'm buying that snazzy car.
They are fueled by stories of big winners, like this couple, taking home $46 million in the Pennsylvania lottery. But despite the hype, the millionaires are few.
Before long, the state of Florida will be crawling with a different kind of greenbacks.
And Floridians may soon find they stand a better chance of meeting up with the old kind of greenback than of taking home a jackpot. Victoria Corderi, CBS News, Miami.
Odds are you won't get rich playing Florida's lottery. Your chances of winning a free ticket are about 1 in 10. Your chances of picking up $5, 1 in 50. Your chances of winning $10,000, 1 in 62.5 million. And the odds of you walking away with the grand prize are 1 in 125 million.
Proceeds from the lottery are supposed to benefit education, but it won't support the system entirely. That's why Dade voters will be asked to pay higher taxes to support a $1 billion bond issue. The vote is still nearly 2 months away, but school administrators worked through this weekend to lay the groundwork. It's the first time school officials have asked voters to approve bonds since the early 50s. The money would build 49 new schools and fix up 259 existing ones. Though administrators say it's needed, they won't campaign for it.
Staff people cannot go on to say vote for the bond issue, but what we can do is present all the information so that people then make an informed decision. We think making an informed decision will result in passage of the bond referendum.
Fleming says those facts include an average annual increase in school population of 10,000 students. School board members will campaign for the bond issue, which would cost an average taxpayer about $75 a year, and a political action committee is also being set up.
Community leaders have pulled together and are hoping to raise $300,000 to $500,000 in a political action approach to advertising and to getting word out.
Dr. Fleming says surveys show that the bond... Thousands of bicyclists lined up for a big race in California today. David Dow reports the number of people involved in the event is just one indication that the biking industry is on a roll.
There was a festive air this morning as thousands of cyclists launched through the streets of Long Beach, California. And why not? It was the climax of a big convention for the bicycle industry, an industry with a lot to celebrate.
The bicycle business is enjoying a boom that's unprecedented since the boom that it had in the early 70s. It's a sleeping giant.
A giant worth $2 billion a year in sales. that's tripled in size in a decade and turned some corner bicycle shops into multi-million-dollar emporia.
We sell between 4,000 and 5,000 bicycles annually, and the average price of those bicycles is in the $400 to $450 range.
It's obvious on the nation's bike paths. In every sense, bicycling has grown up.
Children have always ridden, and children do ride, but this boom is a boom of adults, and it's a upscale boom. It's of adults who want to buy health expensively and visibly.
Of couples like Jim and Leslie Graham, who've sunk nearly $4,000 into cycling since deciding they were mismatched as joggers.
But something we could do together and stay together instead of, wait, I'm coming!
Besides, jogging in its heyday never offered the high-tech options of modern bicycling. Studded snow tires for your bike. Or how about an automatic transmission?
I think it's one of the great ideas of all time.
Or the latest thing in seat covers. And even with recession talk around, dealers are bullish, hoping that Americans will pedal them to another record year in 1988. David Dow, CBS News, Los Angeles.
What was that you were saying? The family that bikes together.
Whatever. I got my bike at the police auction.
Whatever.
That's where I got my bike.
Kind of motivates you to stay in good shape.
I bike at the health club, actually, on a stationary bike. It's good for you. Don't get too far. That's all for us for tonight. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next weekend.
Good night.